Hi, and welcome to a quick example walkthrough of our assembly fixture module within NTOP. So today I'm going to cover how we can use our fixture module and provide a demo file that you may be able to follow along with. So to start off, we are going to import a part or a mesh. It doesn't matter which one you want to work with. The module will accept both of them. And we can import these using our import part block for step files, parasolids, .prts, etc. And for any STL, OBJ, or 3MF, we can use our import mesh file. Once you've imported the part you'd like to generate a fixture for, very simply, we can drag and drop that part into the simple fixture block. Initially, the block will run and generate a fixture with the standard input parameters, and you'll see here it has generated a nice fixture to hold this part. There are many different parameters we can change to adjust how the fixture holds the part. One of these such parameters is, let's say if we wanted to get rid of these thin pillars that are supporting the holes here, we can simply increase our minimum pillar thickness, in this case entering 3 millimeters, should remove those features from the jig or fixture. Other example parameters we can change is the distance that the fixture goes up along the part, and that is a combination of using the fixture height and the fixture depth. So the fixture height will be the overall height of the fixture, and depth is how far the part will enter the fixture. So essentially here, the part travels halfway down the 40 millimeter fixture. After we're happy with how our fixture looks and we've chosen the parameters we'd like to continue with, we can start by just exporting or meshing the fixture and then exporting very simply. So to do that, we can drag our block from the mesh into the mesh from fixture block. And you'll see here very quickly we should have a STL that's ready to be exported. Once we have this mesh, we can drag it into our export mesh block. In this case, it's already pre-populated there, and we can select the path we'd like to save it to, and your fixture will be exported as an STL, OBJ, or 3MF. We do have some advanced features available within this tutorial. One of these such examples is actually to use a standoff fixture, and I'll show you what I mean there. So in this case, this bracket, we can identify a few different points surrounding the bracket that we would like the fixture to contact the part with, and when the fixture runs, it will generate a fixture that only contacts the part in those points. There are quite a few more parameters able to be adjusted here to control the size of the standoffs, the thickness, and the radius. And you will note that these standoffs come off at a minimum of a 45-degree angle. They do this to ensure printability and such, and if they aren't possible to be if they aren't possible to come off at a 45-degree angle, they won't be generated. Similarly, if we wanted to export this fixture, we would do the same workflow. So we would drag this into our mesh from fixture block, and then once the mesh is complete, we would simply drag and drop this into our export mesh block and adjust the name accordingly and export our part ready for print. Lastly, we do have the ability to add mounting features. I will demonstrate this example. So in order to do so, we would drag a feature. Again, this is the implicit feature prior to the meshing step, and we would drag this into the add mounting features block available at the bottom here, which again will take in a variety of parameters that you can adjust to achieve the proper mounting features you would like. And in this case, you can see these bolt holes were created with enough clearance to get a wrench on there. Lastly, if you'd like to export this one, similar to the previous two examples, simply drag and drop this final block into our mesh from fixture block. The mesh will update here accordingly. And then once we have the mesh and we're happy with it, we can drag it again to the export block. In this case, it's pre-populated. We would just change the fixture name to match the mounting features or whatever you'd like to name it. And then we will have our exported 3MF, OBJ, or STL to be printed. Thanks for watching this follow through. For more detailed descriptions about any of the inputs or parameters, please check out the other parts of this course. Thank you.